Hey guys, it's LongwoodGeek here, along with, Puck Branded Art, or Puck Branded Gaming, depending on what they're doing, the love of my life and business. We are heading to do our annual drive-through of the Bedford Elks Home in Bedford, Virginia. This is a tradition that my family had for a very long time. And I kind of have introduced it to Brandon as well. Last year I gave them their new one of their old teddy bear. And I don't have a new one this year, but I figure Astra's big enough for a couple years.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So the Elks Home is a Bedford treasure. It is for one of the groups, similar I think to like the Moose Lodge, things like that. This is kind of their retirement home. For people that are like, I think, lifetime members. They have the option of, I think, purchasing a retirement here. And you drive through, we're pulling in now. And yeah, so it's a whole Christmas experience. I'm gonna roll the windows down so that we can get the music. And honestly, we're not gonna focus in on anything too much, because you have to come out and visit this. You have to come out and see it. You lose a lot of the grandeur if you don't come visit. It's just wonderful. So I'm gonna stop talking now, and we're just gonna drive through.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things that's like a sample platter. Unless you actually experience it, you only get a little taste.
Yep. Headlights are off so that everyone can see the lights. Mm-hmm. This has been in operation, I think, since like the 60s or 70s.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They've been doing this since then. Yeah. Very heavily Christian, which is fine. It's not a beat you over the head kind. It's more of a, this is what, the purpose of Christmas.
You mean Christmas?
Well, it's Christ Mass, the Mass of Christ. It's in the Catholic, for the Catholics, that's usually when they do a Mass. For Christ. That's why you find a lot of Christmas Eve or Christmas Day services.
Gotcha.
All right, now soak it in.
God, every year. This is the second year that I've done this, but it seems like they've gotten more this year, or at least how they have it spaced out looks like they outdid themselves this year.
Well, many of the decorations have been in continuous use since the 60s and 70s. This is why some of them have that older style look to them. But it's always gorgeous.
Absolutely. I love the hand-painted stuff that they have here.
Mm-hmm.
And this is all like handmade by, was it the members of the Moose Lodge?
I'm not sure. They've some of them may have been licensed pieces even that they purchased from various groups. But like I said, all of them are old. I mean, these are not new decorations. I don't know if they've ever added anything since the original incarnation. But like they had a Charlie Brown Christmas back there. Carolers.
And Scooby and Shaggy coming up on the right.
Yeah. The Rockettes, they've got some standees of the Rockettes. I don't hear the Christmas music as much this year, but...
Yeah, and I think they moved stuff around, because I remember the Rockettes were at the end last year.
Yeah, well, it makes sense. And they may even have some that they rotate in and out. I've never actually kept track of what's on display every year. So, for all I know, they swap stuff out. But,
true.
So, Pippi Longstockings.
Some people might find it silly, but it's one of the little treasures that we have around here, so I like it.
Well, it's one of the reasons why I've often contemplated moving away from Virginia, just to live and see more of the world. I enjoy it, but I've enjoyed visiting a lot of the other places, but Virginia has such a treasure trove of history and just things like this. I mean, between Maryland, Virginia, and North Carolina, you've got just a huge treasure trove. of history. Go up a little higher, and then you start hitting the original 13 colonies.
Right.
So, very few places further down south, unless you're talking like New Orleans, or like Cape Canaveral in Florida, have that much historical stuff. I mean, everybody's got history stuff, but I mean, Virginia is kind of where a lot of American history began. Not all of it, but a lot of it. So
there's the Rockettes.
Yep, more Rockettes. I didn't know they had two different sets.
Neither did I.
All right, guys. Well, if you celebrate Christmas, have a Merry Christmas. If you celebrate Yule, have a Merry Yule. If you celebrated Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, or if you just like a good Tuesday, happy holidays to all of you. And LongwoodGeek and Puck will be back later. So, Thanks, guys.
Peace out.